Hello, I am the underscore cat dragon, and today I'll be ranking the best origins from Manhunt because the origin mod has been getting quite a lot of attention from Dream SMP members, just making a whole new SMP around it, and and Manhunts are also pretty popular, so gonna combine those two. So I'm gonna be ranking the best ones first for the speedrunner, and the second from the hunters. So first thing we're gonna do is Arachnid and Phantom. I don't think are good for the speedrunner because those two are just not great when you're forced into playing with 6 hearts instead of 10, because that's a huge disadvantage when you have 1 life. Next one, I'd say Elytrian. Again, about the whole life thing, it's really not that great to not have that much life, though it is in armor, and you can get a shield, and you do have Elytra, which means you can get out of almost any situation, okay. Next is Endrian. This would rank in, like, A, but the problem is, someone can just wear a pumpkin on their head, and then you're essentially useless, and essentially can't do anything about it, so really not recommended. Is better than having less health, though. And you do have reach, which is nice. Next thing, Feline. The Feline race, they can't break stone, which is just so annoying, and so makes it so much more trivial to get iron. So it's just really not worth it. Next one, I'd say Avian is solid A tier because you walk faster, you fall slowly, you just need a village to counter the vegetarian thing, and you're not going to be sleeping because you don't respawn, and it doesn't affect sleeping in the end, so it's fine. Next one, I'd say both the Blazeborn and the Shulk are S tiers, because the Blazeborn, you start off in the Nether, meaning you don't have to make another portal in the overworld, and it essentially blindsides all the hunters that didn't choose Blazeborn, and if they all did, you could blindside them by just picking Shulk. And Shulk's good because you can immediately mine stone, you get built-in armor, so you can get armor so much faster, which is one of my main topics, because armor in Manhunt is great, and you get 9 extra storage slots, which is nice, and the saturation thing, really not a problem. You barely notice it. And the whole not holding shield thing, you have 3 or 4 hunters and Dreams manhunts these days, and if all of them have an axe, there's a high likelihood just one of them's gonna get an axe hit on you, meaning that shield's useless anyways. So that's my rankings for that. Oh wait, I forgot. Merlin. Completely useless. Never should be used. That one. Yeah. So next we're gonna go review the hunters roles. Once again we're gonna put Merling in garbage tier because Merling is absolute garbage. This one, uh, really don't recommend Endrian on this side because if the runner chooses Shulk, they can just put a pumpkin head on, lose no armor, and you're completely useless. On the other side, it's still useful because not everyone wants to be Shulk, so that just means one annoying thing you have to deal with. But if you're it, you can't find the only person you have to kill, which is really bad. Next ones, I'd say Elytrian and Feline are pretty good. I wouldn't put them in A or S tier, but B tier seems like a nice, because Elytrian's going to be the best scout in class. Yeah, actually, Elytrian's the best scout, so let's put him up there. And Phantom, we'll put down here, because Feline, you're going to be one of the best people to follow their towers, but the whole not being able to break stone things is still kind of annoying, though it is mitigated. Also, I don't want too many things in A tier. B tier, Phantom. Phantom's great, but the miniature health, yeah, how you want to use Phantom is be in a wall and attack Dream like that, and stay in that wall, because if you're in that wall, Dream can't do nothing about it. So, if that was the case, I'd put an S tier, but they'd probably not want people to play like that, because that just would not be fun. Just be like playing Whack-A-Mole. Besides, the mole has can come out from the floor, the walls, the ceiling, pretty much anywhere, so it's like not that great. Next one, Avian. Avian's pretty good. The whole sleeping bed issue is gonna be annoying. I'm actually gonna flip these two because of that whole bed thing. So you can walk faster, which is really nice. You can fall slower, which means you don't take fall damage. But the bed thing is going to be really annoying, because you really want to have a bed when you're the hunter, because that's going to be great. Next in A tier, I'm going to put Blazeborn, because Blazeborn is going to be really annoying for the runner, because they're likely to choose Blazeborn, because they skip the overworld portion. So you should have at least one Blazeborn. I wouldn't recommend all Blazeborn, just one Blazeborn. Next one is Shulk. I put Shulk in a solid S spot, mainly because Shulk can have bonus equipment. Mine get stone swords practically instantly. You break two logs, and then you just have to break 6 stone, and then and then 3 of the 4 hunters have stone swords, or just you just break 8 stone. Yeah, you don't have to make a pickaxe, which is the greatest thing ever. Trust me. And Arachnid's also gonna be in top tier, because you hit the runner, they can't move, they're stuck there. You can all get axe crits on them for free. It's amazing, because they have to deal with this. But I think, and if they were also going for an axe crit, they have to deal with this for a couple of seconds, in which time you can all get axe crits on them, so it's great. I'm gonna now be discussing the roles of what I think the hunters should be doing, and also my ideal hunter team. My ideal team would be Shulk, Arachnid, and Blazeborn, and if you have a 4th person, an Elytrian. This being Shulk should be the one to take the hits, and also be the one to gather stone at the start of the game. Arachnid, because stopping them is going to be great. And Blazeborn, because that's going to be the greatest thing if they choose Nether, because now they have to deal with someone actually punching them in the dangerous area. And if you had a 4th person, Elytrian, because that's the best one to make sure you know where the speedrunner is at all times, and also also, if they spot you and attack you, you just have instant 50 feet up in the air ability, which is great. Feline? Yeah, I might actually move Feline down to that tier, because this is my ideal team. So I'm gonna have my ideal team take up the top spots, though I don't really want. We'll put Feline here. Feline, I'd use them to tower, because it's really easy to tower, to sprint. You just have to sprint and tower. Yeah, if I can do it, that screwing up, can really easily get that sprint jump boost if you do it well, like I was doing just then. And you can just tower faster them, and it doesn't matter if they knock you off. The Phantom, yeah, I don't think they'd allow the attack from the walls, but if they start blocking off, like in the fortress, that's gonna be really nice. Also, if they don't choose Nether Blazeborn, you can be the one to find the fortress. Avian, the bed thing's gonna be really annoying, and the food thing is not as easily solved, because you have to share the food with your team. Engine, the fact that the hunter can the speedrunner can just use Shulk and then you're shut down, it's just terrible. And Merling is not great. Avian, like the extra speed is very nice, and the slow falling is also very nice. Also, you have to remember that the speedrunner will immediately know if you're a phantom, because you're going to be either the only one under a tree, unless you all hide under a tree, or the only invisible one. Which basically means you can't just in the beginning where you're all standing around Dream, he'll know, oh, this person's the ghost, so I can attack them for reduced damage. Whereas in the case of Arachnid, if you're all hitting him at the same time, he's probably not going to pay attention to, oh, I got hit in this millisecond, which in the exact same, in this ping delay, I got webbed, so it means it's this person. No, he's not going to notice that well. As, oh, this person's the invisible one. That's so much more obvious when you think about it. So my ideal hunter composition: this person taking the hits, person stopping him, person who annoys him in the nether or destroys all the blaze spawners in the fortress, and the scout.